Hi there, welcome to the Inn on Church Road. I'm Chef Hannah, and today we are in the bar area of our dining room, and we are going to be making some espresso martinis for Valentine's Day. We're also going to show you a mocktail version of this as well. So I'm going to start with some ice into my cocktail shaker. And to that, I am going to add 2 ounces of vodka. And we're using a local distillery today for our cocktails. To that, I am going to add half an ounce of coffee liqueur. This is also a local coffee liqueur. Coffee liqueur is very sweet, so we want to make sure this is balanced, so we're not going to use a lot here, just a half an ounce. Then I'm going to add an ounce and a half of freshly brewed espresso. Now, we have a Jura coffee machine that makes wonderful espresso. We use a local coffee roasters for our beans, so this is the best of the best. However, if you don't have an espresso machine, no worries. You can use instant espresso in that case. I like this brand, and there are instructions on the jar to mix the instant espresso with water to create the same. So I'm going to add that espresso to our cocktail shaker, and then we're going to shake this up. And inevitably, our cocktail shaker spills everywhere, so I'm going to open it on a rag. Then we're going to pour this into our glass. And optionally, you can also add a splash of cream for a little bit of richness. It also looks really pretty when it kind of settles into the glass. Finally, I am going to garnish this with a few espresso beans to make this a little bit more rich, if you will. For Valentine's, you can also add some shaved chocolate on top. But there you have our espresso martini. And now I'm going to show you the mocktail version of that. So to my cocktail shaker, I'm going to add a little bit more ice. And this time I'm going to start with more espresso. So now I'm going to use about 2.5 ounces of espresso. Then in place of our coffee liqueur, we are going to use some espresso simple syrup. So to make an espresso simple syrup, you're going to start with equal parts sugar and espresso, and we're going to put that on the stovetop, bring it to a boil, and let it simmer for about 2 minutes. Then I'm going to pull that off the heat, and I like to add some vanilla bean paste to that. So vanilla bean paste is literally ground vanilla beans with some sugar syrup. It's a great way to add that robust vanilla bean flavor without actually opening up a vanilla bean and scraping out the seeds. So I add a little bit of that to the simple syrup. Then you're going to want to just cool this down. You can store it in your fridge for up to 2 weeks or so. So here is our coffee simple syrup that we're going to use in place of our coffee liqueur. And I'm going to add just about 3/4 of an ounce. You can certainly play with the sweetness on either the cocktail or the mocktail if you like your drinks a little bit sweeter or a little bit less sweet like I do. Now, in place of the vodka in this version, we're actually going to be using some bitters. Now, technically, bitters is not alcohol-free. However, we're going to be using just a dropper full, so it's really a negligible amount of alcohol. If that is not an option for you, I recommend using a non-alcoholic spirit. You can find these online. Depending upon where you live, you might find them in a store. Speedlip is one popular one that has like a non-alcoholic vodka that you can use. And if you're going to go that route, I would use the ratios in your cocktail recipe, not the mocktail recipe. But I am going to use bitters because we always have bitters on hand. So I'm going to add a dropper full to our cocktail shaker. And then we're going to shake this up. All right, that's some good frothy espresso there. And same with our mocktail version. If you'd like, you can add a splash of cream for a little extra richness. And we're going to garnish it with our espresso beans. You can also do some shaved chocolate on this one as well. All right, so here we have our Espresso Martini, both cocktail and mocktail version. Come stay with us here at the Inn on Church Road and we'll make you one.